professor, I will test you in the worst way. Don't bring a Scantron, pop quizzes all day. Cause of our chemistry, we do biology.
Man, I got inspired by a topic. What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscribe or die trying. What you have seen in the last few years are people ugly, picky, and insecure. And I used to see this all the time. I used to mess with my best friend about this. Like, men and women, the egos have gone through the roof. Um, Social media make you think you are better than you are. And that's not true. So here's the thing. You got people out here who are quick to criticize another person, to call somebody, you know, ugly, or call somebody um, unattractive, or call somebody dusty, or call somebody a loser, or call somebody, trash, without taking a good look in the mirror. Don't assume you're better than everybody that you think is beneath you. That some people are just, you're delusional because you've been looking at you your whole life. There are too many ugly people judging pretty people. Oh, they ain't that fine. They finer than you. What? I'm a no, 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 no. You put yourself high up on the totem pole because you've been looking at yourself your whole life. You're not that. You're not on the upper echelon of attractiveness. You're not that. Sorry. Just because you like you and your mama like you don't mean the world like you. You're not that. You know, that's where, the high value man, the 6-figure thing, a man needs to give me this and give me that and give me that. And they're like, who are you? I mean, let's just be honest. I ain't even in the hair and weave and all that other stuff. But look, you ain't pretty enough to walk around natural. So you ain't even got the confidence for that. So shut up. You don't. I need all of these things because I'm beautiful. No, you're not. No, you're not. You painted and put accessories on all of your face and accentuated your body parts because you really know you don't got it like that. But you got all these picky, I need a man like this and a man like that, and he need to do this and he need to do that. It's like, you need to get a whole life lift. Just forget a facelift. Shut up. You got too many petty, picky, insecure people. I've seen there's too many people online talking about people's body and I'm in shape. No, everybody has a shape. You thought you was in shape, but you're not in shape. You get what I'm saying? Like, oh, look at me. Like, I've seen it and heard it plenty of times for the years I've been on social media. I'm swole. And then you see a whole body shot of this person. Like, you're not that. You were talking like you were Mr. Olympia. It's like, you Mr. McDonald's. That's what you are. Do the Big Mac pose. That's no. Some y'all tripping. Other guys get picky and women get picky. Oh, he's too short and he's too fat and he's too. Like, have you looked at yourself? Real talk. Like, seriously, have you looked at yourself? Cause you built like Fiona from Shrek. You got no right to talk about how these guys look. But my weave tight. Yeah. Your weave tight. And your panties is over your navel because you need that size. Like, shut up. How you picky? How you this picky and this ugly? It don't make no sense. People don't want to deal with the reality that maybe, just maybe, you feeling yourself too much. I deserve this, that is part of the entitlement. People believe that they deserve something because, let's just be honest, you're a loser. You deserve a winner because you're a loser. And You a loser because of certain reasons out of your control. And some of those reasons may be very well true. But for the most part, you're a loser because of your own self. You need a winner to win for all your losses. You know what I'm saying? I need you to do for me what I can't do for me. And I need you to be something that I can't be. That's why I deserve it. So basically, you you're a mere mortal who wants a superhero, and you just want to just hang on that superhero's cape like you belong there. You just want to be a heavy accessory. I want to be with Batman. And every time he hops in, I'm just going to swing on the cape. Like Robin got his own costume. How come you can't get yours? Be a sidekick to the hero, you know, instead of being an albatross. So, some of y'all folks are tripping, man. And I hear it in the women. I hear women with nasty attitudes wanting these great men. It's like nobody wants to be with your, you know, devilish scumbag self. I need a real man that's gonna do what I want him to do for me so I can be the woman I want to be. Shut up. And I hear some of you guys, man, I don't see you, but y'all sound like Bowfinger. she's not pretty enough for me. she's attractive. Like, bro, take the retainer out of your mouth and grow up. You shouldn't be 37 years old with a retainer still talking like Bowfinger. Like, shut up. He's not fine. If you're a man or a woman, you ain't gonna admit it, but I tell it. If you're a man or a woman and you have like a favorite, male or female, celebrity or crush, and if even in your dreams your crush ain't really checking for you, you ain't like that. Like even your mind is saying, nah, you can't, you ain't on that level. But you want to go out in public and act like you like that. Cut it out. Cut it out, man. You lying to yourself. Don't wake me up, I'm dreaming. I used to like that song. But anyway, like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Tell me what you think. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace.
You ever been at the top of the universe? I'm gonna say it to you.